Hi everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Julie Montague and I live here at our family's historic house called Mapperton. It's around 500 years old, and so I want to be able to bring not only my love of yoga as well to this channel, but also my love of British historical elements. And so, speaking of which, behind me is Mapperton's North Stable Block. So this is the old 17th century North Stable Block, and this is where the houses, or sorry, this is where the horses used to be housed. So the horses used to be housed here, and you can, further along here, you won't be able to see it now, but there is the mounting block. So we've got the North Stable Block here behind me, again, 17th century. This is, and inside here are where the stables, the old stables are, and this is where the horses used to stay. But more importantly is the wisteria that we have just, again, carpeting all along the North Stable Block. The wisteria here stays for around 2 to 3 weeks. So it starts at the very top and then it travels its way down, and we are in full bloom season right now. So full bloom season, and I want to be able to bring a little bit of Mapperton to you wherever you are in the world, as much as I possibly can. So again, my two loves, yoga and of course, anything to do with British history. I do love them both. So this is a gentle yoga flow. Imagine you're here with me, smelling this wisteria through the screen, or just imagine you're here with me in front, but hopefully this will brighten your day. And of course, with yoga and a lovely gentle yoga flow, make you feel a little bit more open, a little bit more grounded, and perhaps just a little bit more content. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. So starting in that comfortable seated position, it doesn't need to look like anything. It just needs to feel good. Like, oh, I've come on my yoga mat. I am surrounded by wisteria. And of course, the playlist is going to be this tremendous bird song that we have going on right here. So a wonderful bird song to get us through this gentle flow. So just bring either the palms of the hands or the backs of the hands on your knees. And then we're going to connect the thumbs and the index fingers together to really seal in the energy. So sealing in the energy for our practice today, we'll start with 3 cleansing breaths. We'll take a deep, full breath in through the nose. And just open up the mouth and let that breath out. And again, deep, full breath in. When you're ready, open up the mouth, let that breath out. And final breath here, full breath, cleansing breath, I like to call them. And just open up the mouth and let that breath out. So it's like, yes, I've arrived on my mat. I'm doing something wonderful for my physical body, emotional body, mental, and energetic body. Let's blink the eyes open. We're just going to start with a little twist. So we're going to take the left hand to the right knee. So left hand to the right knee. Backstroke your right hand behind you towards the sacrum and finding a little twist here. So we'll just inhale, lengthen out through the crown of the head. Keep the length in the spine and just gently exhale, take a twist. I like to keep my chin pretty much aligned with the center of my chest. So I'm really twisting into the lumbar and the thoracic and not so much into the back of the neck, the cervical part of the spine. One more breath here. So imagine you're inhaling, lengthening up. So lifting out through the crown of the head. Keep that lift and just exhale. Enjoy that lovely twist in the spine. Inhale just takes you right back to center. Exhale to empty. And we'll take it on the other side. So we'll take the right hand to the left knee and the left hand to the base of the spine. And again, we really want to inhale, draw the shoulder blades down the back, lengthen up through the crown of the head. And then exhale, twisting through the lumbar, lower part of the spine, and the thoracic, higher up the spine, but keeping maybe the chin aligned with that chest, center of the chest. Maybe close your eyes here, so it's just a nice opportunity to close your eyes. And we'll take just that one more breath in here. So inhale, lift out through the crown of the head. Maybe close your eyes and just like exhale to just enjoy that wonderful, amazing twist. Inhale takes you back to center. And exhale again just to release your hands onto your knees or your thighs. From here, we're just gonna start to crawl the fingertips a little bit forward so we get this stretch in the back. And maybe you just place your forearms down to the mat. Maybe you can make a little pillow with your hands and you can place your forehead on that. So we want to feel, again, just a stretch through that lower back. So feel your tailbone extending down and your two sitting bones really trying to ground you down here. Then you can start to extend forward. So extending forward here. Again, you can stack your hands to make a pillow, or you can just gently come onto your forearms. So again, closing the eyes here and just feel the stretch in that lower back. One more breath here, so just a full breath in. And we exhale to empty. If your eyes are closed, mine definitely are, go ahead, blink them open. And just walk your hands back towards your shins. We're gonna spin it around onto our hands and our knees. So we're coming into a tabletop, stacking the shoulders over those wrists, stacking the hips over the knees. You can have your toes curled under, or you can come onto the tops of the feet. A few cat-cow stretches here. Again, we're waking up the spine here. Inhale, lift the tailbone, press the belly down. Imagine you're drawing the shoulder blades down the back as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, and just push the floor away. Let your head hang. And again, we're just gonna inhale, lift the tailbone, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Again, you can do this with your eyes closed. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, push the floor away and let the head hang. And just one more time, imagine the wisteria is coming through the screen as you inhale, breathe it in. Sun on your face. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, round the spine, push the floor away, and just let the head hang. Shake the head out. So nice to shake the head out. Spread your fingers a little bit wider. Curl your toes under if you need to. And now lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. So with your downward facing dog, either walk your feet closer to the heels of the hands or further away from the heels of the hands until you find this inverted V shape that just feels good in your body. You can stay here in stillness, or you can just start to pedal your feet. So bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel of the knee that's bending down, and doing that a few times here. So we're not just lengthening through the backs of the legs, we want to be able to feel the hips. We want our hips to also lift us up and back, which is going to help to extend the spine. Again, maybe shake your head out. So shaking that head out. One more breath here. So full breath in, really push the floor away. Exhale to empty. Let's lift the gaze and see the space between the hands. Lift your heels and just start to tiptoe your feet up. So tiptoe, 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 and lower the heels down. So once the heels lower down, take it into a ragdoll. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Gentle bend in the knees. Catch opposite elbows. Shift the weight between the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet until you feel the stretch in the backs of the legs that feels the best for you. Maybe you're swinging from side to side, or you're going forwards and backwards, or again, maybe you're just finding stillness in this forward fold. If you feel that your head is still sort of a little bit tense, it's nice to interlace the fingers around the back of the head and let the back of the head just rest into the palms of the hands. It makes it feel a little bit more secure and safe to just let that head hang. One more breath here, so full breath in. And a lovely full breath out. Release the hands down. As you next inhale, you might want to walk your hands forward to lift up to that halfway lift, or you can bring your hands onto your shins. We want to extend the tailbone back and then lengthen the crown of the head forwards. So we're looking for this flat back that we want to be able to really put like a cup of tea on, right? So flat back here, shoulder blades draw down the back. One more breath here, so full breath in. Stay here and exhale. Long spine, inhale. Start to slide the hands up, the shins, the knees, the thighs, and begin to roll your shoulder blades up, back and down a few times. So just up, back, and down a few times. So we're feeling that broadening across the collarbones and a stretch across the heart. Toe heel your feet together, big toes to touch, little gap between your ankles. We're just coming into our mountain pose. So feel the feet pressing down. It's nice to even lift all 10 toes to feel the feet pressing down and then relaxing all 10 toes down. Chest is open, lengthening out through the crown of the head. So imagine somebody's above you and lifting you out through the crown of the head into this wonderful mountain pose, a grounding and a rising at the same time. Take another breath in here, so full breath in. And a wonderful, amazing, tremendous breath out. If your eyes are closed, blink them open. Take an inhale and just sweep your arms all the way up. So lift and lengthen through the 4 sides of the waist. Feel each and every rib separating a little bit away from one another. As you next exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. So hands come down to the mat. Big inhale just to lift up, that lovely halfway lift. And again, your hands can come to the shins. As you exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back, lower the right knee down, and we're just going to inhale, lift the upper body up. As we exhale, interlace the fingers, bring the palms, the hands to the back of the head. Open up the elbows wide. Inhale, lifting up through that thoracic. Just stay here and exhale. Feel your left foot pressing down into the mat. So again, inhale, lifting up through that thoracic. The chest is lifting up. And exhale. Inhale to take you back to center. Exhale, hands to the mat, and just bring your left knee back to your right knee. So bring the left knee back to that right knee. Toes can stay curled under, or you can come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale to reach the right arm up. So reaching that right arm up. Exhale to thread the right arm underneath your left. So we're coming into a little thread the needle pose. Left palm of the hand can stay pressing down. You can extend the left arm up like a wing. You can even bring the left hand around you if you want a shoulder opener and to find that right inner thigh. And again, it's just always nice to really feel this twist as we close the eyes. Full breath in. I love a good twist. That's what this flow is all about. Gentle flow of the spine and a full breath out. Inhale just brings the left hand back down onto the mat. Exhale, bring those hips back into your child's pose. So bringing back into that child's pose. And we're here for a breath. So we're here in that child's pose for a breath. Full breath in. And just a wonderful, amazing full breath out. In fact, this is so good. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. Full breath in. And another just breath out. Feel your hips sinking back towards the heels as the arms extend forward, anchoring through the forehead. Full breath in. And just a full breath out. We're looking to lengthen this spine here. On your next inhale, we're in that tabletop. We'll take an inhale and we'll sweep the right arm up. And as we exhale, thread the right arm underneath your left arm, pressing the left palm of the hand down if that feels good. Inhale to reach the left arm up. And maybe you want to exhale, left hand around the back and you find that right inner thigh. And again, maybe just close the eyes here. Just enjoy your breath. Full breath in. It's lovely to twist into the spine. And just exhale to empty that wonderful breath out. Inhale, bring the left hand back down to the mat, lifting back up into that tabletop. And exhale to sit back into that child's pose. So coming back into that child's pose, hips towards the heels, lengthening the arms out in front of you and resting your forehead either down onto your mat, or of course, if you have a block or a bolster, you can easily place that underneath your forehead as well. Just enjoying this breath. So again, breathe into your body. And breathe it out of your body. Inhale, we're going to press forward into that tabletop. And as we exhale, lift those hips up and back into that downward facing dog. Just a breath in that down dog, lifting those hips up and back, full breath in. Strong through the body, and then just exhale to soften in the body. Again, lift the gaze, see the space between the hands, lift your heels, begin to tiptoe your feet up. So tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Once your feet come up, lower the heels down. And again, we can take that ragdoll again by catching opposite elbows or letting the arms dangle or maybe interlacing the hands around the back of the head. If you want a shoulder opener, go ahead, interlace your fingers and allow those shoulders to open up. This is what I definitely need, a shoulder opener. And again, just tuning in, listening to the bird song, listening to your breath. One more breath, full breath in. And a full breath out. Release the hands down to the mat. And again, inhale is that wonderful halfway lift. Stay in that halfway lift. Remember, hands can stay to the shins. Exhale, hands to the hips this time, keeping that long spine. And inhale with a straight spine coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, arms and hands alongside the body. Toe heel your feet together, big toes to touch, little gap, standing in your Tadasana, strong through the feet. Remember, it's nice to pick the toes up and then lower the toes down. Imagine somebody's lifting you out through the crown of the head, and we'll take a breath here. Breathe in and breathe it out. Inhale, bringing the arms all the way up. Imagine you've got the sun, maybe you do, on your face. As we exhale, we just take a hinge through the hips and we come all the way back down into that forward fold. Your breath in lifts you up to that halfway lift, always bringing those hands to those shins if you need to, or a gentle bend in the knees. As we exhale, plant the hands and step the left leg back. So left leg goes back, bring the left knee down. Inhale, upper body and arms lift. We're then going to exhale, interlace the fingers again behind the back of the head and open up those elbows wide. So feel the broadening across your collarbones. Inhale, chest is lifting up. And maybe you exhale back just like a tiny bit, but always keeping the length in the spine. It's also nice to inhale, press the right foot into the mat to find more extension as you exhale, lifting through that thoracic. Inhale, very slowly. Come back to center, bringing the hands down to the mat. Step your right knee to your left knee. So we're back in that tabletop. Inhale to reach the left arm up. Exhale to thread your left arm through. And again, same options. Right palm of the hand can press down to get a deeper twist. Right arm can reach up. Right arm can come behind you. And you can find a little wrap there as well. Maybe closing the eyes and just zooming in on what you're feeling in your body right now, zooming in on your breath, maybe hearing that bird song. One more breath. And exhale to empty. Very slowly bring the right hand back down to the mat, lifting yourself back up into that tabletop, and exhale, coming back into that child's pose. So just a lovely, gentle flow today. Opening up the body, twisting in the spine, moving the breath around the body. With some wisteria as our backdrop and some bird song as our music. One more breath here. Breathe in. And breathe it out. From here, we'll just inhale, slide the hands back to the knees, the thighs, and we'll come into either a comfortable seated position, how we started, or you can stay sitting with your hips onto your heels. So either staying with the hips onto the heels, or of course, you can take it into that comfortable seated position. And we'll just end with a breathing exercise. So a lovely breathing exercise just to make us feel a little bit more rebalanced as we carry on with our day, or if we're ready for bed, same thing, just a rebalancing breath here. So we're going to lift our right hand. This is my right hand, so make sure you're lifting your right hand. Take your two peace fingers to your forehead center and rest your right thumb on your right nostril and your right ring finger on your left nostril. Take an inhale through both nostrils and exhale out of both nostrils. And today we're going to close the left nostril and just inhale through the right for a count of 4. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the right and exhale out of the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left and exhale right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the right and exhale left 4, 3, 2, 1. Right away, inhale left nostril 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left, exhale right 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, inhale through the right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the right and exhale left 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left and exhale right 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your right hand down, full breath in. And as you exhale, blink your eyes open. Thank you all so much for joining me here at Mapperton and with this glorious backdrop of the wisteria behind us. Hopefully one day you can come visit us. Now is the time, so sort of end of spring is when the wisteria is at full bloom. Do be sure to subscribe to my channel if you liked this video. Definitely, I would love you to comment on it as well or pass this on to anybody else who would like to do some gentle yoga here at Mapperton, England's finest manor house, and of course, with the wisteria as our backdrop and the birdsong as our music.